The man put his head into the refrigerator, crazy sucking on the age-broken ice inside. Even the tiny ice debris is not spared. Wait until the ice residue is gone. Even the water stains on the refrigerator wouldn't let go, until I licked the refrigerator clean like a mirror. Afterwards, the man enjoyed it and closed his eyes, as if in heaven. But soon he began to hold his head and cry bitterly, because he has been trapped in this mansion for many days. It's not easy to talk about going out. The entire house is equipped with soundproof and explosion-proof glass, except for the locked gate. There is no other way out. Fortunately, the door is made of wood. The man took out his knife and crazily smashed it at the door. Finally, I dug a small hole, but things are not that simple. Then came the thick steel plate that caught the eye. But this is not the worst yet. Just now, when the alarm started, Nemo accidentally smashed the air conditioning control system. At this point, the heat is constantly being released inward. As the temperature continues to rise, Nemo is starting to feel thirsty. He ran to the bathroom and turned on the faucet, but the security system is already designed. At this point, there is not a drop of water. Fortunately, I opened the refrigerator and found water in it. Without a word, drink it all in one gulp. Night. Nemo attempts to use radio to contact his teammates, but his teammates have completely abandoned him. Time flies into the morning. Nemo was awakened by the roar of a helicopter. He hurried to the balcony. I saw a helicopter flying past his eyes. As the helicopter disappears from view, the house fell into a dead silence once again. Nemo decided to call the police, but I found that the phone line in the room was cut off. Even the computer doesn't have an internet cable. The high temperature inside the house made Nemo thirsty again. He placed his target in the indoor swimming pool, take a sip, vomited on the spot, because the swimming pool is full of disinfectant water. Subsequently, he came to the luxurious fish tank. I tried it with my fingers, a strong seawater tinged with a fishy smell. Make him vomit immediately. All the faucets and toilets can't let out a single drop of water. Look at the toilet in front of you, there's no water rushing down. Nemo hesitated for a long time. Still don't have the courage to drink. Nemo was rummaging around the room. Just then, the ventilation duct above his head caught his attention. A bold idea suddenly arose in my heart. The man used a knife to scrape the mold off expired cookies, then pick up the expensive caviar from the gilded box, slowly apply to the biscuit, then put it in your mouth and chew heavily. Chew it up. But this is not enough to eat at all. Boyfriend fished out a tropical fish from a luxurious aquarium. Chop it with a knife and wrap it in flour. Make it into top-level fish balls. Looking at the delicious food in front of me, the man bit down with one bite. What he didn't expect was a strong fishy smell. Have the man spit him out immediately, then pour a cup of pickled cucumber soup into a crystal stemware. He was trapped in a mansion. If we don't find a way to escape again, sooner or later, I will starve to death here. And hunger is not the worst thing yet. Due to damage to the air conditioning system, the whole room is extremely stuffy. Nemo can only wet his clothes with dirt, wipe the body, let it cool down. But this won't last long. But Nemo didn't give up on it. He searched everywhere for a passage. In his impression, there will be a safe passage in any room. As a result, Nemo searched around and didn't find anything, until he looked up, seeing the ventilation openings on the roof. Maybe we can get him out of the vent of his ascent. Too high. He moved in all the usable furniture, then cut off the cloth strips on the chair, make a rope, bundle furniture together. After a few hours, Nemo used furniture to build a high platform. When he stood trembling at the top, found that there is still a considerable distance from the ceiling. Afterwards, we can only continue to build high platforms. Fortunately, there is a turning point in life. The flowers in the room start working from the water supply pipe. Nemo quickly stepped forward. Put your mouth up to the nozzle. Start smoking crazily. Finally, there was a slight urgent need. He lay in the flowers. Enjoy the feeling of being soaked in water. A smile appeared on his face. This day, Nemo chiseled open the door of the storage room. Unexpectedly, there are noodles and dry food stored inside. Nemo, through surveillance, I saw a cleaner cleaning outside the house. Nemo begins to hammer the door crazily, trying to attract the other party's attention. Unfortunately, was not of much use. The sound insulation effect of the gate is too strong. Plus, the cleaner is wearing headphones, completely inaudible. What he didn't expect was, this is another malfunction of the air conditioning system. Unexpectedly, warm air turned into cold air. Instantaneous cooling of the room. Getting cooler. Nemo hasn't enjoyed a few minutes yet. I feel the terrifying drop in temperature. The man raised the vase high. Hit the ground with all your might. This expensive vase was instantly smashed to pieces. Then pick up the fragments of the vase. It needs to be wrapped in cloth strips. Finally, fix it with adhesive tape. Soon, a pair of rudimentary goggles was completed like this. Don't take care of the rudimentary goggles, but for him trapped in a mansion, it's a powerful tool for escape. Nemo climbed onto the erected platform, holding an awl in one hand, holding a spoon in one hand, struggling against the ceiling with difficulty. If the glass is removed, he can escape from here. And then the debris that came out fell on the face. But with the help of goggles, his work efficiency has improved a lot. But things are not that simple, as the cement is gradually chiseled open. But I found out there were screws on it, and without a screwdriver it's impossible to open it. Nemoton fell into despair, but he didn't give up. I saw him take off the legs of the bench, knock out the opening of the nut and come to the roof, attempting to unscrew the screw, but as soon as I applied force, causing the entire leg of the bench to crack open, can only continue to use a small knife to make a wrench. Fortunately, there was a slight loosening of the screw this time. After seeing Hope, the difficult screwing of Master Nemo's ceremony, unexpectedly, my feet suddenly slipped on this day. Nemo fell from a height. When he woke up, found his leg injured and unable to move. After being fixed with a wooden stick, Nemo, I took a night off, barely able to walk, but I can't climb up the high platform anymore. When Nemo was in despair, I looked up and saw the fire sprinkler on the roof. I suddenly had an idea. He found the amplifier, using the refracted sunlight to ignite the newspaper on the ground, using it to make a torch, reach onto the fire sensor. The fire sprinkler in the room starts working. The room feels like rain. Nemo tried to attract the attention of the security guard in this way, in order to be rescued. But what he didn't expect was, the security guard didn't notice at all that Nemo was aware of wanting to escape. I have to rely on myself to recover in my legs. So he climbed up the high platform again. Start removing screws. Nemo neatly placed the removed screws on the pillow. In this situation, Nemo, he relies entirely on this belief to support him, and this belief helped Nemo persevere. Finally unscrew the last screw. Nemo stumbled up the roof step by step, escaped from this cage,